Is it recording already?
It's
It's loading. It's saying, okay, now it has started. Awesome. All right, we can kickstart. Hi everyone. Good evening, and thank you for joining the Lagos Online Sellers Community webinar. My name is Olashubomi, and I am co-founder of Route Lifts, also Chief Operating Officer. And I am very, very happy to have you here. I'm also going to be the host today. Myself and Deborah, we're going to be co-hosting and just feeding off each other. So yeah, firstly, I would like to introduce Lagos Online Sellers Community. So the community, basically from the name, is for people who are social commerce sellers or e-commerce business owners, people who sell online, who sell primarily using, the internet, basically. So we created this community to just help them grow, to provide resources that they might need, and to also give them a sense of belonging, right? Um, a sense of knowing that they're not alone in their struggles. So we have these webinars. Ideally, it should be monthly, but we've had two other episodes previously. One where we discussed pricing. I think the other one we also discussed something centered on growth. Today, we're going to be talking about how to build structure for your business to enable growth. And another important thing I should say about the online sellers community, the Lagos online sellers community, is you can join from anywhere. You don't have to be in Lagos. The Lagos there also just basically signifies where we started it from. And okay, so the Lagos there just signifies where we started it from, where um this whole thing developed from. And it's also powered by Route Lifts. So Route Lifts is a delivery solutions company. I don't know if anybody here has used Route Lift before. I'm sure our speakers have. So if you're here and you've used Route Lifts or heard of Route Lifts, you can just signify with an emoji. I would like to just know before we go ahead. Just signify with an emoji if you've ever used or heard of Route Lifts. Okay, thank you. All right, I see you. Any other person? Okay. Any other person? Deborah. I was going to call your name and say, are you going to say you don't know Routledge? Oh my God. All right. So I'm going to just tell you a bit about Routledge and then we'll get into the business of the day. Routelift is a logistics solutions, and we currently operate in Lagos. So what we do is we assure you of safe, reliable, affordable delivery. And how we do that is that we partner with delivery companies, logistics agencies, freelance logistics agencies, independent logistics agencies and companies. We vet them for you so you don't have to do that hard work of confirming if a rider is legit or not. We bring them on board. So we do that. And we bring reliable people on board, and then we facilitate your deliveries within Lagos. So you can trust us for same day deliveries. One of the things I like to say is that people trust us for deliveries to places as far as the Ikorodu, same day deliveries. And it's almost unbelievable for some people, but it's true. So yeah, test us, try us out. I will go more into that at the end of the webinar. I don't want to take too much time talking about Route Lifts and then the community. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. We're very happy to have you. If you have friends who should be here but aren't, kindly send them this link. We would love to have you here. Yeah, and I think we will just get right into the order of the day. Like I said, we're discussing how to build structures for your business to grow. And we thought about this topic because we were discussing just how we're discussing about business owners. And one thing we've noticed is there's just this struggle, this constant hustle. And hustle is not bad, working hard is not bad, but it's bad if you're not setting structures that can sustain your growth, that you can use to track and see that, oh, my business is improving, I am growing, things like that. So we invited Ibukonlua. and Ngozi to discuss these things with us and talk to us practically from their experience. That's one thing that is always the same in our webinars. We are not bringing people who are going to be talking to you from ChatGPT or Gemini or something. We want actual people with actual results. What have they done? How have they done it? Your business owners in Nigeria, you scaled. How did you do it? We want to hear. Tell us. So, without further ado, I will bring Deborah up so she can introduce our guests. Are their videos on? No, they are not. Please turn on your video so they will know that your speakers. Please let's see your beautiful faces. Deborah, please go ahead.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, Ngozi.
Hi.
Deborah, go ahead and then introduce and then we'll have her come up.
All right. Okay. I believe everybody can hear me. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Shubham. Awesome welcome. So I'm introducing our first speaker, Ngozi Linda. She's the founder
Yeah.
in Nigeria, a fast-growing personal shopping brand that helps people in Nigeria to shop their favorite items from international stores and brands. With over 2.5 years of experience, Ngozi has built a trusted name in the personal shopping space, and she's known for her reliability and her commitment to customer satisfaction. With a natural flair for connecting with people, she has a strong eye for quality and a passion to helping others feel confident in what they wear and what they use. So Ngozi has turned Shopshin Nigeria into more than just a service. It's a community that is built on trust, style, and convenience. We're so excited to have you, Ngozi, and we really cannot hear, we cannot wait to hear all the value that you have for us in today's webinar. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Hello, can you hear me?
Um,
Can you hear me clearly?
yes, it's clear on my
Clear,
end.
clear as anything. What happened? What happened? I think she left the call.
Okay, maybe it's our network because I was hearing her clearly.
Yeah, oh, it also their earbuds because that happened with our first. Do you remember our first webinar where when you click on it, you just go off? So let's just give it a
Okay.
few more minutes. Let's give her a minute or two to join back. And if she's unable to join, we can just introduce Ibukun. Thank God Ibukun is here. So she can just go first instead. Okay, she's here. She's here. Awesome.
Oh, Ngozi, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. I said I got a call and it was quite urgent. It was a dispatch rider.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Miss Deborah, she introduced, right? Am I right, Deborah?
Yes,
She did a little introduction about myself. So, I think I'm going to skip that. So before I get into the point that has helped me bring structure and growth into my present business, I would like to say something like before I came up with Shopshin Ninja. I used to do other businesses. I started doing business I think 2018. Yeah, I started doing business in 2018. Yeah, then I used to sell jewelries, accessories. It was actually a good business, but there were some things that I wasn't just doing right. There were some things that I wasn't putting in place, some mistakes I made, some errors I made, a lot of things that I knew I wasn't doing well. So I ran that business for I think about 5 to 6 years. I closed down the business in 2022. That was when I closed down the business. because of, I don't want to really go into that because of time, but I just want to like give like an example and state some things that I wasn't doing well that I learned from and I'm putting in place in my new current business that has helped me to grow. Yeah, so after I closed down the business in 2022, I I started my current business. I started my current business in 2023. Yeah. Yeah. So my business is currently like 2 years and some months. Yeah, I started in March. So these are the things I learned from my previous business that has helped me to like build put structure in my business and has helped my business to grow. Number one is um I improved on my customer service. I There were some things that I realized I wasn't doing in my previous business, which is actually like how I communicate with my customers, how I relate with them, things I did, how I followed up on their issues, like if they have issues with the product or maybe they have issues with my service, how I like handled it. So those things, those were the things I actually learned from my previous business. I put that into consideration that and it has helped my current business to grow. Um, and also, I think one of the things that has actually like helped my customer service is one of the major things that has helped my customer service is logistics, because I know as at then, like when I was into my jewelry business, it was quite bad because I didn't really have like reliable source of logistics that would help me like um deliver my products or probably get my products to like my customers. So I had to like restructure that, and that's one of the things that has helped with my customer service. And another major thing that's helped me to like improve structure is hiring an assistant. Honestly, I used to think as a young entrepreneur, I used to think doing everything all by myself was like the real deal. But I think that was one of the things that has helped me in my current business. Like I have an assistant. I decided to like hire an assistant. And it has helped me to like grow in a way because there are things that I could be doing that I might need help. Yeah. And my assistant would help me and it would ease every other thing that I'm trying to do. Like if she's sorting out orders, I can be talking to customers, I can be creating content, she can be doing other things. Yeah, so that's another thing that has actually helped me to um improve structure in my business. Another one, I mentioned it in the first one. Another thing is logistics. And I'm currently using Route Lift, and you guys have helped me so well with my logistics, like affordability. You guys are so fast, like you guys deliver like same day, and I think that has actually helped me like recently. I think it's been up to 3 months since I started using Route Lift, and it has actually helped me, especially when it comes to delivering very fast. It has actually helped very well. So another thing is reinvesting in my business. That part, I didn't really have a knowledge on reinvesting because then I really used to struggle with reinvesting. Like I really used to like have an issue reinvesting in my business, like trying to improve my business, running adverts. My packaging was it was nothing to write home about. So those are the things I learned and I worked on, and now I know that these things have improved and it has also improved on the growth of my business currently. Yeah. So I run adverts every week. I know I'm running adverts. I'm putting like money into ads. I'm trying to like anything, whatever I want to do that I know it will cost me, but I know it's going to like improve the quality of my business or my service or anything that relates to my business. I don't mind, as far as I know that I'm going to be doing it and it's going to improve my business. Yeah, so I think, yeah, then packaging, financing as well. Yeah, my finances. I take note of the my daily expenses, my monthly expenses. I take notes of, like, I take account of any money going in and coming out of the business. That way I can be able to track like the progress of my business. I take notes too. I like have like a spreadsheet of my customer, like the customers um that patronize us every month. Like I have like a spreadsheet of that, so that I know where I'm lacking. I know how where I need to improve. I know, okay, are we making sales this month? I know if sales is declining, I know like what to do, so that way I'm able to like track everything that concerns my business. Yeah, so yeah, that's basically all. These are just, I think I've listed five. So these are basically like the five major things that I took into consideration that has helped my business to grow. So I feel like every business owner should also like put these things into consideration. Yeah, so that's it.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ngozi. That was, I feel like you touched on them, and I would like for
Yeah,
us to go deeper during the question and answer session.
yeah,
So I'm sure that people will have questions as to like exact specifics. But thank you so much for, touching on these things and at least putting it in people's minds so you can start to think
yes,
about it. And if you have any questions, just keep them, note them down. You can drop them in the chats box section. We'll get to the questions after we're done with the speakers talking. So Deborah, carry on. Thank you so much, Ngozi, again. Please stay with us, so
yeah.
don't go anywhere because
All right.
we have questions for you. Uh-huh.
Yes, I have
All right.
questions. Thank you so much for that. I feel like when people start asking their questions, we'll be able to go deeper into some of the things that you touched and we'll have more clarity. So thank you.
Yeah.
I'll be introducing our second speaker now, Ibukun Lua. She's the founder of Saint Barimowa, a thriving brand that is known for merging excellence, affordability, and emotional connection. For over 4 years, she has built a business ground up, blending creativity, strategy, and a deep understanding of our customers to create an unforgettable "What are you wearing" moment. She believes that business is one of the many ways to shine God's light, and she's very passionate about encouraging people to build with purpose and integrity. She has created better systems for herself and is a heart desire that everyone who puts their hand will not just survive, but they will also thrive. Wow, that's very powerful. All right, so we'll be having Ibu. Is she? Can she hear me?
Yes, I
Yes.
can. I
All right.
can. Good
This is
evening, everyone.
evening.
Thank you so much, Route Leads, to everybody on the team that put this together. I'm really grateful for the opportunity. I also want to say thank you to Ungazi for, you know, watering the ground on what the topic is and is about. Before I start, I'd like to just say a very quick word of prayer. Thank you, Jesus, for today. Lord, I declare that every word spoken today would inspire us to build better and stronger systems that will glorify and help our businesses to grow even better in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
So,
Amen.
when I first got the topic on building better systems and all, like it was so timely for me because one of the things that I've been struggling with, or I struggled with it for a while in business, is systems and just adding the right systems to my own business or just putting the right structure basically. And I know that many business owners, at least if you've been in business for as long as a year, you should have had like this peak period of your own life or like of your own life in business, right? So one thing I realize is that it's not that we're actually bad at businesses, right? Or we're bad at business. Many times we just don't have like the right systems or the right structures to put in place to help us get to the growth that we really desire for our business. And I put a short definition of what a system is, right? I said the system is simply a repeatable way of doing things that makes work easier, faster, and more consistent. So things like when you wake up in the morning, you know that you have a routine. For some people, it is they first pray, then they go to the gym, or whatsoever works for you. That is how a system should also apply in business, right? So I also have a quick analogy that I want to do to when I was creating my notes, I came up with a little analogy to just explain why it's important for us to have systems and structures in business. So if this is a perfume bottle, right? This is a perfume oil bottle. If this perfume oil bottle didn't come with this cap, right? If it shakes, if I'm trying to deliver this to a customer, it's going to pour out. Yes, this is how it applies to businesses. Yes. So if you have without the cap of any perfume, it would leak out, it would pour out. So you'd see yourself, this is the bottle is your business, right? And the cap are the systems and the structures that you put into your business to make it better and make your your business to thrive and be stronger. Do you understand what I'm saying? Is it clear? So even if your services are great, even if your the bottle of the perfume itself smells really good, it wouldn't be as excellent if it is pouring out or if it gets to a customer and it's empty. That is how a that is how systems rather is put in place for your business. So you have to sort of always put yourself in the right structure, always have the right structure for your business to make sure that everything is intact. And this way, growth is a lot easier, it's more convenient, and it's even faster. So quickly, I'm going to run through the 4 steps to building better systems. And I wrote here that number 1 is your DNA. I'm going to be using a lot of perfume explanation, please, because that's my niche. So I'm going to try as much to diversify as well, but I will stick to perfumes, please. Thank you so much. So in perfuming, every fragrance has like notes. So we have the top notes, we have the middle notes, and we have the base notes. It is also the same way for businesses, right? So what's the DNA rather of your business? What is your vision? What is your goal? How do you want to make sure that this is clear to the people that you're also trying to serve? Yes. So because the one thing that has really helped me, or one thing that I failed at understanding earlier, which I'm glad that I'm better at, is understanding how to clarify things or the gap, a problem. If there's a problem, you just need clarity in just understanding how it works. Yes. So if you have a vision for your business, you need to write it down and clarify it. Like if I want Scent by Moa to basically sell 20 perfumes, I have to be clear about it. Do you understand? Like, because if you don't have clarity, you'll be everywhere and nowhere at the same time. So clarity is so important in building a better structure for your business. You need to be sure on everything that you are doing. Right? Be very detailed about it. See, I write to as in fact, this is my notes and everything is full because I'm very detailed like that with my business. I just put as much details as possible because these are the things that really help you to clarify and understand even your own business and the goals that you have better. And the next thing would be your processes. So like I said, if every bottle of perfume has the top notes, the base notes, the middle note, and the middle note, right? And there's also something called formula for perfumes. When you are trying to create a perfume, they are not made randomly. It follows a particular formula. Same way it applies to things like baking. If you want to bake 20 cookies, you have an ingredient, you have ingredients, rather, you have a particular recipe that you would follow. In the same way, businesses need repeatable systems. They need repeatable processes. Okay, when you come to your store or when you wake up every morning, what are the things that you do? Even as little as identifying when if your staff should come, if your staff should resume business, if you have a staff, or let me think of the most simple thing. Maybe when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you go to do is your social media. One thing that I figured out now is that you can also you can you can schedule a post on Instagram. Really, see, that has really helped me with so many things. So as I am in this meeting, I expect that my post for 6 p.m. is going to be posted without me having to, oh, I need to make this post before 6 p.m. because I already put a structure to that. Do you understand? Like, so sometimes the way you have like reputable systems, or the way you have like reputable processes, it helps to make your own business even more convenient for you as a person, which is really, really important for every entrepreneur out there. If you're also trying to like maybe get into a startup, if you're trying to start up a business or you're already in a business, you know how much it is important for you to have like repeatable processes, right? So if you're doing, let's say in the morning, let's imagine that in the morning you wake up today, you know that you are going to post tomorrow, you're thinking, oh, what will I even post? If there are no processes to it, you would burn out quickly, right? So you need to find something that works. You need to find a system that is able to keep you in the same goal at every time, so that you are not everywhere, you're not all over the place, you're not clumsy. Because one of the things that you want to do as a business owner is to make sure that you always see the picture. Big picture, you can always focus on the bigger picture. So any other small thing in quotes that could maybe distract you, I'd say that you should find a solution to it, and as quickly as possible, as quick as possible, rather. And the third thing is your people or your distributors. I call this your inner circle, your bubble. People that there's some customers that will forever be loyal to you. There's nothing you want to tell them. They will forever just stand for you. They will just love you. Those people are the ones that would help your business to spread beyond you. And everybody needs that. Everybody needs loyal customers that would just always recommend your brand for no reason. People just love you. They're always, your character is not that bad. It cannot be that bad for you to not have people that just want to root for you and support you. So there are customers that would always have your back, and then they would always, yeah, what he said, brand disciples. So if everything depends on only you would most likely get choked up. I have friends that, some of my friends are really are here. Shout out to you guys. I have friends that they will carry my business on their head, and I mean they have no option, because in this business we are going to do it together, and I'm going to grow because of their support as well. So you also really need people for your growth. You really, really need people. So people are also part of the things that you want to make sure that you have like a structure on. And the last thing would be, or your systems on, and the last thing would be structure. So I said that the fragrance is packaged, everything is looking nice. Now you have a cap. After you've put like systems, you have a cap. Let's say you are struggling with maybe I'm trying to think of something that's maybe you're struggling with things like you don't get to the store early. Me, I don't get to my store early anymore because things are a lot busier for me. So I don't really have I want to make sure that we open by 9 a.m. I got a store assistant. Like Ngozi also said, like an assistant can go a long way for you. You don't always have to do everything by yourself. These are some of the little structures that you can put in place to make sure that your business is flourishing and thriving even without you being there. Do you understand? So another thing is, in business, structures are things like, another thing that you need to understand is, structures are things like your accounting systems, your database, your marketing funnels, your standard operating procedures. These are the things that would keep your businesses or your business scalable, repeatable, and professional at every given point in time. Let me just give another analogy. When I wanted to open my store, right, I knew that I couldn't do manual inventory anymore. Like, it was going to be very overwhelming for me. And I really didn't want to get worked up at every time in business. So I spoke to a friend, and she was really kind enough to introduce me to an ERP, right? And this ERP is one thing that has really, really helped me. Now I don't have to do inventory manually anymore. It's automated. I know that I don't have to, get to the store to confirm, how many bottles of her confession is available, how many bottles of Code de Nuit is available, because I have it systemized, I have it structured with an automated ERP. Do you understand what I'm saying? So sometimes it's just the little things that you need to just put in place to make sure that
Sorry to cut
everything.
in. I'm so sorry to cut in, but I'm so certain that there are people here who don't know what an ERP is. So please, can you shed some light on that? What's an ERP?
It's like a it's a automated bookkeeping structure, basically. Do you understand? So where you can put like, oh, these are I have 20 products. You can record everything. You can record all the 20 products on your ERP, right? Do you understand? It's basically an e-bookkeeping app, literally. Something like that. All right. So when I started sent by Moa, like I said, I thought that growth will come quickly from just posting and selling whenever someone ordered, but I knew that that wasn't a sustainable way of business. So things changed when I started to put systems in place, when I started to track inventories, when I started to, when I even started to like employ. I learned a lot with like, oh, I'm learning, not even I've learned. I'm learning, I'm still learning. There's still so much growth to be done, right? And I'm just grateful for how consistent that growth has been because of these little structures, the big ones, the small ones that we have put in place. And I'm still building better systems and support for the growth of this brand. And I just want to use this opportunity to also shout out to Route Lift for helping me with my deliveries, because honestly, I don't know how I came about Ralph Leeds. Honestly, when I think it was Sheon who called me, I don't know if she's on this call, and she was telling me that I signed up for something that had to do with route lift or something like that. And I'm like, I don't know what that is, oh, if I'm being honest, but I just decided to give it a try. It's been almost 2 months, if I'm not mistaken. I think Dami can confirm that I've been using route lift, and it's been amazing. Like, I have literally been having a time of my life because you people just ease deliveries for me. And you know how dispatch riders can be very funny in Lagos. If you hashtag with dispatch riders, I really recommend that you go through route lift. Route lift, are you sure people don't want to go international already? Because we have customers that are in the UK and they want perfumes. How do you want to do this for us? But really, this is a note to everyone that you're really not bad at business. You just need better systems. You just need to put in better structures, and you'd see that truly, like, it's not as bad as you think. And I'm here waiting for you. I believe that everybody can do it. Everybody, there's so much. There's space for everybody to
Place for
fly.
everybody to
The
fly.
sky
Yes.
is big enough for everyone
Okay.
to fly. So yes, this is my little contribution to the topic. You're not bad at business. You just need better structures. You need better systems to put in place to make things better.
Thank you so much, Ibukun.
Thank you
Thank you.
too.
We're so grateful. I think one thing that's that for me is pick, like, know what you want to do, like be clear on your goals, because then you can now break it down and now set, okay, this is how many times I want to do this is how many times I want to do this. So that's that for me. Thank you so much, and thank you for also pouring out your perfume. I wish I was there so you just pour it on
Don't
me.
worry, it's water. I promise I'm not that wasteful.
Because I
It's
say, wow,
water.
oh my goodness, wow, we are so honored that you thought you honored us so much as to just pour out perfume. But thank you,
I
thank you
do,
either
but
way.
perfume is cost, please.
All right, I think Ngozi dropped off the call. I'm sure she'll be joining back soon because we do have some questions that have come in. And this is another part for us to talk about. Thank you all. Thank you to you. Thank you to Ngozi. I hope I'll tell her after the call. Thank you for shouting route leaves out. We're trying hard every single day to continue to provide this reliable service that we do. But another thing is we're super obsessed with business owners, growing business owners. And that's why we have these webinars. That's why we have this community. Deborah, could you please put the link to join the community in the group chat? So you can join the community. We have these webinars every month, like I said. And then we also share resources to help in your sales. We're constantly trying to do more, basically, to help every growing business owner. So this is time for the question and answer. We're going to the question and answer session. We have so much time for that, guys. And I already have some questions that I have personally. So if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat. And if you don't want to drop them in the chat, you can just raise up your hands and and ask your questions. So, Ngozi, thank you for joining back. So, does anybody have any question first? Who wants to go first, or should I go with my own question first? I think I will go first. Deborah, wait. Okay. Okay, so Deborah has put the group chat, the community link in the chat. Please just click on it. Join us. We're very happy to have you. We're just a community of growing business owners trying to see how we can help one another grow as well. It's powered by Route Lifts. And like the speakers have been saying, Route Lifts is a reliable, emphasis on reliable logistic solution. We're so proud of that. So yeah. Let me find Ngozi so I can pin her while we get into the question and answer session. This one that is, I think, calls are coming in. So I think I will ask you first then. Let me just ask you, Ibukun, first. You mentioned the ERPs and the ERP thing. And this was a question I also wanted to ask Ngozi. I hope she's able to join soon. Oh, she's here. Let me pin her.
I'm here.
Please hold.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
got a call
I think I need
initially.
to pin to the screen. No problem.
Mhm.
I think I need to pin to the screen so everybody can see you. Okay, pin to the screen. I don't know what's going on. For everyone. Okay. Okay. Anyway, I wanted to ask about apps. So there's something that has stood out from what both of you said. Just like, you mentioned Instagram scheduling, you also mentioned ERPs. You also mentioned route lifts. Are there any other apps that you use that help you to like structure your business and make it more efficient? And if you can give, like, we don't mind, you can say the names if you don't mind, the names of the apps, like, oh, I use this Google Sheets for my spreadsheets, because Ngozi mentioned spreadsheets. So you could just like talk about those things, all these sites or apps that you found valuable in your business that has helped you just like set up a system or an automated structure that is repeatable. Ngozi, you want to go?
Um. Yeah, I'll show you. I have it here, sir.
Okay.
So the name is just spreadsheets. Like I've been using it since I think 2024, 2024. Just spreadsheet. Just go to your app store. Just click on type spreadsheet. You see, it's not Google spreadsheet, just normal spreadsheet.
Wow.
So that's what I've been using. I don't know if you guys can see
No,
it. I
it's
don't
too
know.
wide.
Yes, because of the screen. Just
Yeah.
spreadsheet. Then I have just the names, the number of items, deliveries, just take note of the customers that we've like served for the month. Like, because I offer like personal shopping services.
Yeah.
So I just have to like take and the number of items they placed, just keep notes of like what we've done for the month.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not complicated. It's not
All
something
right.
that's complicated. So it's just a normal spreadsheet app.
Okay. All
So
right.
that's just it. So I don't know if there is any other app that makes it easier than maybe the normal Canva,
Let's talk about it. Oh. Don't say
CapCut.
normal Canva. People might not know. Please talk about them.
CapCut for
Yeah.
editing videos, Canva. I think those are the two major apps I use for like anything social media, for videos and pictures and anything. Then the
Awesome.
spreadsheet. So
Awesome. Thank
yeah.
you so much. Canva, CapCut. And I wanted you to mention it because you'll be surprised that people don't know that you can create simple designs, quick and easy, with templates on Canva. You'll be surprised. CapCut almost everybody knows, because at least you're on TikTok. You'll see the hashtag CapCut there. But
Yes.
but Canva, it's important to mention. All right. Ibukun, what about you? Do you want to tell us about your apps?
Yes. So sorry, you guys. I just realized that if we were asking for the full meaning of ERP, I had a code fit and I was sort of anxious, so
Oh,
it
it's
kind of
okay.
froze my memory. But thank you to people that helped me with the full meaning. So I actually use ERP Rev, like that's what they are called. I don't know if they have any other name aside that. Then I also use Instagram Edit. I don't really like CapCut for my editing and What else do I use? I use Canva from time to time. Then I also use Bookkeepy for days that I want to maybe send out invoices, especially for companies that we consult, like have sent consultations for. Then I also use
Did you say bookkeep? Did you say bookkeep?
Bookkeepy. Bookkeepy.
Bookkeeping.
It's an
Okay.
invoicing software app. Yeah.
Okay.
Then I use spreadsheets just for like just to track my expenses really. I think that's pretty much it for like softwares or apps that I use, and route leaves, of course. That's
All
it.
right. So let me summarize. So we have route lift for logistics. We have bookkeeping for invoices. We have Canva for basic design. We have Instagram edits and CapCuts for video editing. We have spreadsheets for tracking your customers and also tracking your finances, basically. So thank you guys so much for that. Does anybody have any question? Anyone else? Let me see. Okay, there's nothing in the chat. You can drop it in the chat or raise up your hand if you have any questions, and I'm sure that they will be happy to answer. Again, please join our community. You could also ask your questions on our community. Wink, wink. So I also wanted to ask you. I don't know if somebody's mic is unmuted. Is it just me? Somebody talking? I don't know. Anyway, what are the processes that you advise? Okay, the brother's hand is up. Let me shut up first. Deborah, please go ahead and then I'll go ahead.
All right, thank you. Yes, I have a question. I think Ibokunwa mentioned how that she has friends, she has people that are like are loyal G's, they always show up and all of that. So my question is, what if you want to start a business and you don't really like have friends that you're super close with, or you're not this very jovial person? So is it going to affect the business you're trying to open? Something like that. Like some persons are not, they don't talk well, they don't have friends that they associate with so much. So for a person like that and you want to start a business, do you think it's going to affect the business growth in any way? Yeah.
Thank you so much, Deborah. The truth is business would actually expose you, and then like it would push you so much, especially if you genuinely want to build a reputable business. You would be pushed to go as far as you can. Why do you think we have content of people dancing on the street of Instagram and dancing on TikTok? It's not really about how many friends you have, because at the same time you can't even just rely on your own friends to help you recommend. That's why I said you need to sort of, if you're excellent at what you do, you would always have loyal customers that would just want to talk for you, just want to um push your brand. Like someone like kind of said, brand disciples. They're those people that they're always talking about your brand. Like, oh no, if you want to get perfumes, shop from Sense by Moa. She's really good at what she does. Do you understand? So it's not necessarily how much friends or how many friends you have. It is also about the quality of your work and how much are you ready. How bad do you want it? Like, how bad are you ready to push your brand? How much do you want to be in people's faces? Like, the more you are in their face, the more they can just recognize, okay, we've heard you already, we'll patronize you. Genuinely, that's what I did. Like, or that's what I still do. I still try to show up. I show up as much as I can every single day. There's no how people will not find out about you. There's no how. And thank God for the gift of social media, because it has also made things easier, faster. Anybody can trend. Do you get? So it's not really about the many friends that you have. It is mostly about how bad you want it and how excellent are you at what you do, or how excellent is the service that you provide. Is that clear enough?
You.
Wow, I think that's something I want. If a business owner here, that's something that you should take out. That phrase, how bad do you want, is like you just slapped my face as you said it, because it's true. That's why people are shamelessly on TikTok doing skits that might not even be that funny, but they are putting themselves out there and they are consistently doing it, and it's really centered on how badly do you want it. Thank you so much for that. Let me pin Ngozi again. I'm guessing it's calls that keep coming in for her. Okay, so I've pinned the chat. All right, so I have my questions written. As we were talking, I was writing down questions. So you will not mind me. I have questions for this if nobody has any question. Oh, okay. You
Okay.
someone has a question. Please go ahead. I think her
Hi,
hand is
good
up. Is it
evening.
me? Okay, okay. Good
Yes,
evening.
my hand. Good evening. Hi, Shun. Thank you so much for this. I
Hi.
thank you, Bukonloa. Thank you, Ngozi. All right. So my question is as regards advertising, because I know also that running a business based on organic alone would like take longer time in terms of getting one customer today, the customer referring another person to you and all like that. So now, and we also know that when it comes to running ads, I would like to confirm, do you run it through Facebook or TikTok or both or Instagram or all social media handles? Number one. So if you run it on more than one social media, which is the best so far based on your experience? Which have you seen that brings in more leads and people? Because I've run ads many times and I just have people. It looked like the ads are directed to a certain set of people and they are asked to just come and chat you up and just chat you up, but they are not buying. So it looks like you are getting leads, but you are not getting leads. So I would like to confirm first which social media handle is seems like the best, like brings in more leads. Number one. Number two, is there a strategy you use in do you run the ad yourself, or if you run it yourself, is there a strategy you use? Because I know that running ads is not just running ads. There are some key points or strategies that are involved in running ads. Then also, how do you do it in such a way that that's number three now. When you, I don't know if everybody who comes to make inquiry purchases. So if everybody who comes to make inquiry purchases, okay. But if not all, do you have any system that, okay, those that made the inquiries, maybe you reach out back to them? I don't know. But if you could just help in terms of advertising, you just shed more light on it, I would really appreciate. Thank you so much. Like, this is really worth my time. Thank you so, so much.
Um, okay. For adverts, what works for me is the platform that works for me best is Instagram. Like I would say it's anytime, any day. Because I don't really know why. I don't know what like makes Instagram works for me, but I've tried like other social media platform. In short, when I even started my business, I think I started from TikTok. Then I opened an Instagram page for it. TikTok gave me like visibility, but I feel like Instagram gave me the kind of clients I wanted, I really wanted, like the kind of customers that suits my business. Instagram gave it to me. So I feel like one of the secrets is consistent adverts. Like run the adverts consistently. That's I feel like that's when you get to see results. Like I said, I've been doing business since 2018. When I even started doing business, I didn't even know what adverts was. So as time went on, I like asked questions, I looked up stuff. I run my adverts myself. I don't have anybody running my adverts. But um the only thing I seeked help for was I had to like pay somebody to like set up my ad account. Then after the person set up my ad account, I was able to like run the adverts myself. That was the only thing I did to set up my ad account, and that's the ad account that I've been using. So maybe if you can get someone that can set up a good ad account for you, you can be able to run your ads yourself. And you can also look up on how to run ads. I usually watch YouTube videos. Then when I started running, when I even knew what adverts was, I watch YouTube videos. I will ask questions from friends that like have experiences on that. So that's as for running adverts, like I feel like I did like major of like the work myself. The only thing I asked someone to help me with was setting up that ad account. Yeah, so I that was the only help I got. Um, what else? What else did you even ask? Okay, you said when customers reach out to me, do like every customer buy or do every customer like use my service? Obviously, not every customer that reaches out to you would definitely use your service. Some of them just want to reach out to you just to like see probably how like legit you are. Some of them just want to like reach out to you, maybe they will need your service later, maybe then how you respond, then they will come back to you, like how you respond to them, maybe how fast some of them look at how fast you respond, or some of them will go through your page and like see the things you have. I think like setting up your page to add to it, like setting up your page properly, like there are things you need to do. I don't know if I should go deep on that. There are things you need to do, your page, the quality of pictures you use, the videos you use. Like try to put yourself out there too. Try to like show your face most of the time. Try, because they want to like see the face of your brand, of the brand, for them to be able to like patronize you. So that once they reach out to you, some of them will not even reach out to you. Some of them will just go through your page, then they will later reach out to you, maybe later on. So it must not be like immediately. And consistent adverts. So I would say it again. Run your adverts consistently. I feel like that way, when people get to see it over and over and over, you can't run an advert today. Maybe you run it for like 7 days, and you come back like in 2 months' time and run it again. It will never like convert. Like you have to like do it like consistently. Maybe in a month you can do it. In a month you can run an advert for like 20 days. Another month you can do it for like 20 days. It depends on your budget though, but try and do it consistently. Try and run adverts consistently. I feel like it will convert that way. I've done it for both of my businesses. The business I was previously doing, and the current business I'm doing, and it has worked for me. This is what has actually worked for me. I don't know about any other person, but this is actually what has worked for me. Yeah, so
Thank you. Thank you, Ngozi. Ibu, could you want to add to that? What has worked for your own business?
To be honest, for ads, I would say that I'm still figuring it out, especially for social media. So I wouldn't really touch so much on it. But like she said, TikTok actually gives you visibility, but Instagram sort of gives you more conversion. And then for follow-up, which was the last question that you asked, I think one of the things that you want to do for your customers, or just see anybody that messages you out of your own ad, just see them as a potential. Anyone who reaches out, they're a potential customer. So I have like automated responses that anybody that reaches out to us on WhatsApp, rather, they get this message of please save our contact as sent by Moa. Like just make sure that even if you are not going to respond to them at that time, there's like an automated response that just follows. This helps to really like put a very, very, very good system in place. And then another thing that you need to do with follow-up, especially for impulse buyers or for people that genuinely want to buy, is to sweet mouth them. Every customer wants to feel special. Every customer wants to know that you really deeply care about them. So like try to, when they make payments, there's this tagline that I have for my customers when they make payments. It goes like, oh, without you, there's no us. Thank you for choosing Sense by Mo. Like just something that is just, that just keeps you coming back. Oh, I know, I like how I'm being treated here. One of the things that people genuinely commend on is our customer service. So like if you know how to follow up with people, if you know how to just make people feel special, I think it would really go a long way with your following up after like maybe running your ads. I hope that's clear.
That's, you just brushed on something, but this is so powerful. And that was how you said you send an automated message that save our number. And like,
Yeah,
that's literally what marketers call capturing leads. You're capturing your leads. You're getting them to take an action that can now encourage them
yeah,
to purchase later. Because in your status, if they save your number and send you a message, right?
exactly,
You can also save their number,
exactly.
and then they start seeing your status, they start seeing you post. That is such an underrated sales or marketing tactic. So underrated. Thank you so much for sharing that.
One more
The reason
thing,
why okay, go ahead.
one more thing is people forget genuinely. So out of sight is out of mind. So if you are not consistently putting yourself out there, like I send broadcast messages as often as I can. I have a call sent by Moa customer group that I just send messages to people that I know that these people are actually like our customers. So like always put yourself out there, always show up, even if you're not running ads every day, just show up as much as you can. Do you get, like, just be posting? No content is a waste. Just be posting, be pushing yourself, be pushing it. One day it would actually hit you, would hit rock bottom. One day.
Thank you
You
so
it's
much.
all right. Thank you. Ngozi, I think what the running ads consistently thing does is it allows you to be visible, top of mind. Everything is basically top of mind. So I also work as a marketer, and I think that that's what most of your every touch point is either to keep your business top of mind for the customer or to get them to make a purchase. So when you say that, people should run ads, if you're a business owner, run ads as often as possible, is to remind people, to constantly remind them that I saw this business yesterday, oh, like,
Exactly.
let me just, yeah. So that makes so much sense. Thank you so much. And I wanted to ask you in particular, but also if people can answer this question, is how is there a percentage of profits that you advise for business owners to reinvest in their business? Like, how do you manage that? I'm profiting, I'm not going hungry, but also my business is growing and I'm also like reinvesting, all these things. Like, how do you actually manage that whole thing that centers on finances? How do you do that?
Okay, for me, what works for me, most, my business does not really entail like keeping of products. I
Yeah,
offer mostly
yeah,
services.
that's
You
true.
understand? So reinvesting in my business can be like packaging, can be for mostly adverts, marketing, can be like, it can just be like anything that can improve my, can be maybe running adverts, like trying to reach out to influencers to like post my, like I can just most, I feel like most of the money I get, I push it to marketing, because my business entails mostly service rendering services, so I need more marketing than like buying of products. I don't buy any product. I give, like, I offer services. So most of the money I get is for majorly marketing and probably packaging. So I have like a certain a percentage I remove for that. I don't remove so much, let's say like 25 to 30% for like that aspect of my business.
Mm,
Yes, because I have a staff to pay. I remove for salary, I remove for like other miscellaneous expenses. So you can't just remove like half of, you have, definitely you have other expenses that you need to like put your money in. So you can't remove like 50%. You have to remove like a certain percentage. Depends on how much you're earning in a month, because you cannot say, okay, maybe I don't want to like put a figure, because I can't really put a
yeah.
specific figure, because as business owners, the amount of money you might make this month will not be the amount of money you make next month. Like, business can be quite funny. Like, this month you can like get sold out, next month can be like very slow. So you need to put a realistic amount. You understand? Don't just go overboard. Just put a realistic, something that you can actually work with. Just sit down and like track your expenses. That's why I love to track my expenses. I love to write down things, expenses, my budget, everything, so that I'll be able to know how much I'm making and how much I should like cut out for like certain things. So you need to actually know how much you're making first before you do that.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Ngozi. Ibukun, over to you. Talk to us because you do products, not just services. Because I think you also run a consultancy, right? So it's not just it's services and products, right, for you.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
However, I just started like rendering the consultancy service, so I haven't really put so much structure into how like I'm going to
That
cost
is
it and stuff like that. Yeah, but for me, I think there's this 30% rule I saw that has really worked for me. So because we are doing products, a lot of things come out, like a lot of products come out. Latafa and Paris Corner, they're fragrance houses that we mostly shop from. They bring out products back to back. In fact, our pockets are not resting. So I don't think that it's a monthly budget for us. I think it's more of um how the product is released, right? Because of the demand. So where there is demand for a particular product, we just tend to like put money into it as much as as much as we can. Do you get? But if we're going to, if there was, if it wasn't in that manner, I always do the 70 to 30% rule, 70-30% rule, where 70% goes back into, it's a must. Like, in fact, sometimes I actually cut out of my personal like my salary, especially because like I have other side gigs that I do. So just because you want to put in as much money back into money, more capital into the business, right? I actually start myself off that. Sometimes, it's not every time, sometimes, especially when it is like in their need for the business. Do you understand? And then the 30%, I do like savings. I try to like make investments with the business, so it's not just my money is not just sitting down in a bank. There is something to show for it, right? And then the 20% goes into like salary and whatever other miscellaneous that we need to like spend on.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing that and like just being precise as to how much, the percentage of what you're investing. And I think it also still goes back to what you said. How badly do you want it? How badly do you want your business to grow?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I can't want to start eating 70% and then you're just, or you're eating 80%
exactly.
or 90%, and then you're
Yeah,
barely putting in anything into your business. Like you make money and
yeah.
immediately you're buying a new shoe or a new wig because you deserve it. The month has been
Business
hard.
owners actually have delayed gratification a lot. There are so many
Mm,
things that I can buy, but like it's not worth it. Like I need to genuinely prioritize. If I want
yeah.
something so bad, I have to save and save and save. Do you get? So like you don't just take because you are the manager or you have access to
Mm-hmm.
it. If not, it's pointless. You're not building something that would stand a test of time, right?
Yes. And I
Yeah.
think that's a
So
big deal. How is it a sustainable business you want to build? Is it a business that will grow? See, everything is just like, I feel like lights is turning on in my head. It's like how you have to have a clear goal and clear vision for your
you
business. Do you want
do,
it
you
to be
really
a
do,
big business, or you just want to have money to eat? Which one are you
you really
doing?
do. That one's
Which
a
one are you
babe because
doing?
people that do hand to mouth too, sadly.
Some people,
So
that's okay. Some people, that's what they, there are farmers that
yeah.
want to have farms to sell, and there are
Mm,
farmers that just want to farm and eat their families. If that's what you want to do, that's okay. But just like have a dream and have a goal in mind for your
yeah.
business, because that's what will now spur you. Thank you so much. I don't want to keep us much longer because we're already past 6. Does anybody else have any question? Like I said, I could go on, and like my questions have not finished, but I'm really considering the time. I'm really considering the time, so I want to also give room for others to ask their questions if they have. Like I mentioned in the chats, we do have a webinar in the pipeline about running ads, about all things ads. We have that in the pipeline. So just keep an eye out, join our community, follow us on social media. We are route slips everywhere, just route slips, route slips, route slips. Follow us on social media, you will see when we have these webinars when we're ready to host them. Yeah, does anybody else have any question? You can raise up your hand. If not, we'll just tidy up. And okay, looks like we're all good. Deborah, any other questions from you? Are you good? Deborah, no questions from you, please. No questions. I don't even want to ask any
Sorry,
questions. No questions,
sorry.
please. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so Shubham, I just wanted to confirm. I know that as the speakers were speaking, there is no way we could have gotten every single detail of everything they said. So is there something like a
Yeah.
recap or something that we can cover?
Yeah, so we're currently recording this call, and we will find a way to edit it and put it up. So the link will be out. We'll share the link on the community call. Everybody in the community will get the link to the recording, that's for sure. I will also share recordings of our previous webinars with you as well. So this is being recorded
This
currently.
is
You're
thank
fine, don't
you.
worry. Yeah, and we'll also like share a recap, like a things we gleaned from this webinar on our social media. We'll just like share like a design flyer or something like that you can just easily take a screenshot of and start practicing with. Okay, I think we've come to the end of the road for this webinar, and I think it has been a success. I am so pleased and I'm so grateful to our speakers. I wanted to quickly plug in something about Routleys before everybody goes. And it's if you're in Lagos and you need deliveries, you don't need to download a new app. You can just use Raya, and Raya is a WhatsApp delivery assistant that we at Routleys developed. And the best thing about Raya, I think personally for me, is that you can run multiple deliveries at the same time. You don't have to create new deliveries, like an app. You create like one delivery, create another delivery, create another delivery. With Raya, you can do everything all at once. It's fast, it's smooth, it's easy to use, and yeah, so we encourage you to use it. Deborah, I don't know if you can send the link to Raya in the chat before we close. If not, we'll send it on the community call, on the community group chat. Thank you again, Ibukum. Thank you, Ngozi. We're so grateful that you honored our invite and came to pour and just give freely what you've learned from years of experience. We're so grateful. Yeah, thank you all. Does anybody have anything to say before we say goodbye? Anybody? Okay, looks like we're good. All right, good night, everyone. We'll send the okay, yeah, you can text Raya on that link. We'll send the link to this recording to everybody who registered. If you registered, you will get it. If not, I don't know what to do. But if you registered, you will get the link to the recording. If not, join the community so that you can get the link to the recording. Bye, everyone. Take care and see you
Thank you
next
so
time.
much. Bye.
Bye. Stop recording.